Come in. You shouldn't be here. No, and you really should not be here.
Why?
What kind of a question is that?
Could it be that I know what you're up to? And I do, Sheila. And it's going to stop now.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know full well what I'm talking about.
Don't make yourself comfortable, all right? Because you're not staying.
Why not? I've heard so much about how you've changed. So show me. You've certainly been showing Maggie's husband.
I'm not well. I'm fighting for the life of my child. I'm not supposed to be upset, and you're upsetting me, so just leave.
Your child. That's really how you see it. You have no intention of giving this baby to Maggie and James, do you?
I'm so angry and disappointed in Hunter.
I can't believe this has happened.
You know, I thought this Hunter guy was supposed to be working for Ridge.
Well, he is supposed to be, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Look at this. Hunter Jones, well, come right in.
I'm amazed that you would show your face after that debacle in the courtroom today.
Well, that's kind of the reason I wanted to drop by.
You know, it doesn't matter how you try to excuse this.
You know, what happened today could send my brother...
Wait a minute. Everybody shut up here, all right?
Don't use that tone of voice with us. You're the one that has come up with this ridiculous theory, apparently, that Grant has shot himself.
This theory that my son's entire defense is based on, and it's wrong.
This isn't an exact science, all right? I screwed up.
You screwed up?
Well, you don't screw up like that, and you certainly don't admit it in front of a jury that's about to go into deliberation.
The trial's not over yet.
It might very well be over for my son, Mr. Jones, if this isn't corrected.
It will be.
Oh, do you have some other theory?
No. I have the facts. Let's deal with the facts about what specifically happened in that office.
And you know what those facts are, I suppose.
I'm closer than I think.
You don't have any credibility here.
After everything you went through to convince us that Grant shot himself and was framing Ridge, I mean, do you remember that in this very room you went through this entire scenario, a very complicated demonstration? I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, but I want you off the case. You understand? You're fired.
Grant Chambers.
Hey, Grant. It's me.
Hey, Clarke, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know? I thought you'd be on cloud 9 after what happened in the courtroom today.
Well, I'm not.
Why not? What's the matter?
You weren't there.
No, but I heard every detail, and the great Detective Hunter Jones blew his own case apart.
Yeah?
So what's the problem?
I can't talk about it.
Why not?
I can't talk about it, okay?
No, it's not okay.
Clarke, what is your problem?
Look, I heard a reporter on the radio today had a question, interesting one, a very scary question.
What?
Well, they thought that you might be doing this to protect someone, a friend. I'm the only friend you have, Grant.
So what are you trying to say, Clarke?
All right. Hunter Jones torpedoes his own theory. The media starts to buy it, so does the prosecutor, and probably the jury. So they're going to ask a question. If it wasn't Ridge, if it wasn't you, Grant, then who was it? And you're the only one who can point a finger.
All right, let me get this straight. You think I'm gonna point the finger at you?
Well, we both know this investigator is no slouch. And he's really onto something. And when he starts to pressure you, Grant, look, I really don't care what you say. You just leave me out of it. I am not taking the rap on this.
Clarke, I don't rattle my friends.
Look, Grant, when Hunter Jones starts to put the pressure on you, who knows what you'll do? You might not even consider me a friend. So I'm warning you, don't even try to implicate me, because I'm not involved. Period. Sally.
What was that all about?
What?
Well, the telephone call. You were obviously talking to Grant Chambers, asking him not to implicate you.
Yeah, that's right.
Why would he want to implicate you?
Because he's desperate.
Desperate?
Mm-hmm.
About what?
Didn't you hear about what happened in court today?
Well, I heard something about Hunter Jones disavowing his own theory.
Yeah, and he's onto something that he thinks is the truth.
Will you stop avoiding my question? I want to know why you were telling Grant Chambers not to implicate you. Why would you worry about a thing like that? Do you have something to worry about?
What do you mean?
Are you more involved in this than you've let any of us know?
Only if Grant puts me in the middle of it.
He'd have to have a reason to do that, wouldn't he? Does he have a reason?
Sally, we both know he's a loose cannon. And who knows who he'll try to pin this one on if the case against Ridge falls apart. I just don't want him looking my way. And he damn well better not.
Well, I'm sorry, folks, but you just can't do that.
Can't do what, Hunter? Fire you? I believe I just did.
I'm not responsible to anybody in this room. I work for your son.
And what have you accomplished for him, except to place him in the real danger of being convicted?
It'll never happen.
You don't know that.
You're shooting in the dark here. I mean, our best chance was to prove that Grant shot himself, and you just blew that out of the water.
Well, it was too bad, but that's just the way it went down.
Well, you should have realized that a long time ago, not when Ridge is about to close his defense. My God, what is he going to do now?
What's he going to do? He's going to do what you're all going to do. You're going to stay out of my face and let me finish the job. Now, I realize my credibility is a little suspect at this point, but I need more time.
Well, my son's future hangs in the balance. I think that's asking a little too much.
You don't have any other choices here, Forrester. I'm the only chance your son's got. Now, if you pardon me, I have an investigation to conduct.
Jones, you come through with this family. Because if you don't, this family's coming after you.
If I don't come through, Mr. Forrester, I'll help you. Excuse me.
Megan, I said no more interruptions.
Megan wasn't at her desk.
What do you want?
You're in a bad mood. Now that's interesting.
And I'm also busy. Now get out.
I've been watching you in court.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Things seem to be falling into place for you, don't they?
So it appears.
And yet, look at you. You're nervous, frightened even.
As usual, you're seeing things. So once this trial is over, so are you, Enrico. I'm sweeping your sorry butt out the door.
It'll never happen.
Don't bet your 401k on it.
The Forresters need me here. I have a job to do.
Well, I'll be damned if I know what that is.
And I'll be damned if you do, too.
Is there a message in there somewhere?
If Ridge goes down for this, you're gonna follow him.
Oh, that's because he and I conspired to shoot me. Is that what you're saying?
You're a liar, Grant. You know Ridge is innocent. And yet you continue lying to the judge, the jury, and everyone else in that courtroom. Do you have any idea what we do in my country to people like you, little man? We don't charge them with a crime. We don't even give them a trial. We take care to make sure that they never, ever lie again. And you will never lie again, my friend. I can guarantee you that. So enjoy this one. It's your last.
Hit the nail on the head, didn't I? You have no intention of this child being raised by anyone but yourself, or better yet, you and James.
It's not true.
Isn't it? Then why don't you look me in the eye and tell me that you are going to give up this baby as you have promised? I want to hear you say it.
How long has it been since you gave birth to a child?
That doesn't answer my question.
It wasn't that long ago. Don't you remember giving birth to Scotty?
I cannot believe that you would have the nerve to bring that up. Yes, I remember, and I also remember how you went into the nursery and you kidnapped him. Don't think that I'm not going to tell every nurse what you did and to keep you away from the newborns.
Yeah, well, I did a lot of bad things back then, Lauren.
Oh, but you wouldn't do that now because you're such a good person.
Yes, I am.
Well, then do what a good person does. And keep your word. Tell me that you will.
I've put it out of my mind.
You don't want to think about it.
No, I don't.
It tells me a lot.
What it should tell you is that I'm focusing on my baby's life. I lie here in bed and I concentrate. I talk to my baby and I tell it it can't be born, not yet, that it wouldn't survive. Do you know what that's like, Lauren? It's a struggle, a minute-to-minute, an hour-to-hour struggle between myself and a baby that isn't even born yet. Now, I don't expect you to sympathize with any of that. But for you to come here and purposely change my thoughts to what happens after my child is born, I'm in no position to focus on that right now. Not with everything I'm going through.
How long before the baby's out of trouble?
I don't know.
Sure you do. 2 weeks. And then your baby can be born just as happy and healthy as every other baby. Prematurely, yes, but not in danger of dying.
There's still risk.
A lot less after 30 weeks.
I don't want any risk. I want to carry to full term.
But if you don't, and if you can't...
Oh, come on, what is your point?
My point is that you are milking this situation. Yes, it is a difficult situation, but is not as dire as you wish all of us to believe. And you're doing it only to garner sympathy from James, right?
Have you ever asked yourself why I am the way I am?
Oh, please. Spare me the childhood from hell story. You are a grown-up, Sheila, and you've just gotten through telling me how much you've changed.
Yeah, but you know, if things had been better for me earlier on, it would have been so different. And things are going to be better for this child. It will not go through what I went through. It will not go through that.
Yeah, Megan, what is it? No, Stalling. No, I do not want to talk to him. I got nothing to say to you, pal.
I'm not here for that.
Good. Then leave.
Don't worry. I won't be here long.
And you won't be here short. Now get out.
The game's almost over.
Yeah, the game's up for Ridge. Time is ticking. Last few days of freedom.
Unless I come up with the answers.
You're not even close.
Then you got nothing to worry about.
Good. I'm glad we finally agree on something. Now leave, please.
If by chance you have some burning desire to talk to me, I'll be at the police station looking at a piece of evidence that hasn't received the attention it really deserves. Bye.
Jones. What piece of evidence are you talking about?
You tell me.
Ah, a bluff. I thought so.
Then call it.
Ridge is going to jail and you just can't accept it.
Hey, spare me your wish list. Whatever happened had nothing to do with him, and you and I both know it.
Well, we'll let a jury decide that.
No. I'm going to decide it because I'm going to find it all out anyway.
It's terrible, this feeling of helplessness. The idea that there might not be anything that we can do to save our child.
I know. And it's all in the hands of some private investigator. One who made a terrible blunder.
There might not be anything that we can do.
I'm afraid Hunter Jones might be right. We have no choice but to trust him.
But why would we do that when it has obviously been, such a terrible mistake?
Stephanie, I do not believe that our son is going to prison.
Why?
Because he has good people around him. People who care, people who know that he did not shoot Grant, who are determined to find out who did.
You think Hunter is going to find out what really happened in that room?
Stephanie, I have to be optimistic.
You know, that's why I've always loved you. Because you do believe in the innate goodness of other people.
So do you.
No, not the way you do.
Maybe that's because I haven't always treated you very well.
Don't blame my lack of faith on yourself.
Well, like Hunter Jones, I made a pretty big mistake. But I'm about to correct that.
I feel guilty.
Guilty? Why?
Because I'm happy in this moment with you and Rich is in such terrible trouble.
No. Now, don't do that. Don't feel guilty. Feel lucky. That's what Rich would want.
You're right.
I know. This'll all be over soon, Stephanie.
And we'll get married then.
Mm-hmm. And the whole family's gonna be there. Ridge included.
So you don't want your baby to suffer the way you did?
Never.
There's a way to make sure of that.
Yes, I know, by surrounding him with love.
And he will get that in his new home with James and Maggie.
I promise you, Lauren, that if I feel that's where he will best thrive, then that's where he'll be.
Now, you won't feel. I want you to know. I want you to acknowledge it.
I already told you.
No, you're already nothing. I want you to tell me that you're going to give up that baby. I want you to say it, Sheila. Say it.
What's going on here? Miss Carter, are you all right?
I'll be fine as soon as you get this woman out of my room. She's upsetting me.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to leave.
Don't let her near the nursery. She stole a baby from a hospital once. My baby.
All right, Jones, let's cut to the chase. This is money, isn't it?
Money?
How much is Forrester paying you?
Why?
Because I will pay you 5 times that amount.
For what?
For you to crawl back under that rock from where you came. Now, this is a one-time offer. You take it, or you leave it.
You're worse off than I thought. I'm close to solving this whole miserable business. I mean, real close. When I do, it's all over. The job, the marriage, the freedom. You're doing time, Grant. Not Rich.
It's me. Hunter Jones was just here. He has to be stopped. Look, I don't care how we do it. Just stop him.